This is Maylan Studart coming to you from the corner of Bond Street and Grace Avenue here in Great Neck Plaza for the annual Great Neck Plaza Street Festival. Now it's kind of chilly here on this weekend in October in the lower 50s, and the wind is kind of gusty as you can see by my hair, but that hasn't stopped hundreds of coming over here to Great Neck Plaza to enjoy their day. Check out what some of them said were their favorite rides and their favorite cars from the AutoFest. Check it out.
I really wanted to come here because it's only once a year, and I thought it would be really fun for me. I don't care that it's cold because it's mostly cold every single year.
How do you like the cool cars?
They're really cool. We really like
that had the Porsche.
yeah, we really like the old Lamborghini and the Ford.
And it's really cold out here today in October, but you guys are really excited to be here. What is the coolest thing that you saw here today so far?
The new Jeep Lamborghini.
Yeah, the new Jeep.
You guys just slid down the slide with your two children. That must have been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was really faster than I thought. I was pretty scared. And I'm not fond of heights.
Were you scared?
No.
No, Juliana, what about you?
Were you?
Yeah.
No, because we're with Daddy, right?
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Are you gonna go again or gonna go to another ride?
Yeah,
How am I gonna go again?
first we're gonna get a chocolate break and then we're gonna come back.
They want to go back on the cars, the fast cars, and you want to go with some more stuffed animals? They're having so much fun. So awesome.
I heard from the other kids that the Lamborghini was the coolest car. Did you take a look at it yet?
On the fast cars and the classics? No, we haven't seen those yet, but we're looking forward to it.
Now this year was also the 28th year the Street Festival joined with the annual AutoFest. Dozens of classic cars lined the town streets and brought many curious eyes. And one of those cars belongs to Henry Seaman, who has brought his Chevy to the Great Neck Plaza AutoFest every single year since their first show 34 years ago. But we'll let you hear the incredible story behind the car from Henry himself. Now this car looks so cool. It looks like a gangster car, the ones that we see in the 20s. What is it?
It's a 37 Chevrolet, and the model is called a sports coupe.
Where'd you get it from? What's the story behind it?
Well, in the penny saver 50 years ago, there was an ad that somebody was selling a 37 Chevy in Holtzville, Long Island. So I took a drive out there, and I like the shape of it because it's so round. It has like an airflow design. Airflows were made by Chrysler. They were very round. And since it was a sports coupe, the sedans don't look like this because they're elongated. But since it's a coupe is like in the day it was like a sports car, two-seater. And some of them were like 2+2s, and some of them had trunks. So if they had a trunk, it was called a business coupe because you could go around selling stuff and pull stuff out of the trunk. If it was a sports coupe, it had a rumble seat, which was a seat in the back, and usually rich college kids took these to college in the 30s.
So no gangsters were driving these around, college kids were.
Yeah, well, gangsters usually like four-door cars, so they could have guys in the back with the machine guns.
Okay, step here and then get in there. Right. And I see there's a blanket there for a nice picnic.
My kids used to go to every parade in the, when they were young. My youngest now is 37, but when they were young, they used to go to every parade.
Can we see the inside?
Yeah. This in here is seat covers. This is the original mohair. These seats were made originally in mohair, and this is the original mohair. And I'll show you something else which is unusual. original sales brochure.
Wow.
Original owner's manual.
Wow.
And last but not least, and most important, original shop manual.
I am baffled. How many times have you come to this annual AutoFest event? Is this your first time, second?
I've been here ever since it happened.
34 years?
Yes. I've had the car 50 years. In January it'll be 50 years.
Dr. Gabay drove his lime green Lamborghini all the way from Philadelphia to be at the AutoFest today. So you came from Pennsylvania to bring this car here today?
Yes, I did.
Did you drive it here?
I did. Yeah.
How did that feel on the highway?
Awesome. Sunday morning is very free of traffic, so it was a very nice ride.
Do you come to the Great Neck AutoFest every year?
I do. My brother-in-law owns the Verizon store, and he got me involved in this car show.
How long have you had this car for? What's the story behind it?
I always wanted to have a Miura. That was my dream. And growing as a teenager, I had the poster of the Miura in my room. And it is the first supercar. It's the first car to have an engine in the back. And it was ahead of its time when it came out.
And what about the color? It's lime green. Is that what you wanted?
Yes, that is a true Lamborghini color. It was introduced by Lamborghini, and a commemorative edition of the new one. 50 years later, they called it the Aventador Miura Edition. So they made 50 copies of this car, and approximately 15 of them came to the United States.
There are only 15 of these cars in the U.S.?
Correct.
What makes the Miura, right? How do you spell Miura?
M-I-U-R-A. It is...
How is that so special?
All the Lamborghini names are named after bulls or types of bulls.
And that's a type of bull?
Yes.
Is there anything that people don't know about Lamborghinis that they should know?
Well, it's a super company. They produce something very, very unique, very exotic. It's raw sports car, and it is amazing to drive.
How much did it cost?
A lot.
Of course, it's not gonna say it. Several streets were lined with games, rides, bouncy castles, even farm animals and ponies. Little Mia here even got to ride one, while her entire family watched.
This is my oldest daughter, Chloe. That's my son. This is my brother-in-law,
Hi.
Barry. And
Nice to
that's
see
my
you today.
niece. That's my niece
This
over
is
there, Sarah.
We're all having a great time at this great event today. We're having a wonderful time.
So you brought the whole family out today.
Brought the whole family.
It's cold out. You didn't care?
No, I was actually saying that they should move this event to September so that everyone can enjoy it more. But it was good. It was nice. It was nice that they got the young kids involved with the dancing. So.
There were 3 stages for the festival, and one on the corner of Bond Street and Grace Avenue, where several youth groups performed throughout the day.
Baby, when I turn it on, off from my city, off from my home, we're flying up no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally.
I loved our dances because we weren't just dancing for like a lot of people. We were dancing for ourselves, and I just love the experience because the experience of you performing in front of everybody is just so like live and exciting.
Makes you feel confident.
Yeah.
So you recommend everybody take up dance?
Yeah. It's an amazing experience.
We are always trying to instill confidence in the kids, hence the name Confidence. And the most important thing for me is for them to come out of class feeling good and strong about themselves.
It's kind of cold here today, but I don't think that mattered for them, right?
It didn't matter. They had so much energy and so much adrenaline. They did a great job.
Now, it's not easy to dance in front of 100 people.
It is not, but they have been practicing for so many years. These girls, these boys have been with me for so long, and they've done a great, great job.
How do you feel?
It's good. Awesome. Really good.
Now, what are you guys gonna do? There's like so many rides now. Where are you going?
The slide.
Probably
the slide.
Probably the slide.
The slide. I heard the slides look cool.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Let's go.
It's rollerball racing. Step in and win it. Come on in and win one here. We need 2 players to start a race.
Is everybody ready? Okay, at the sound of the bell. Up they go, up they rise. First one to the top is going to win the prize. Winner is number 14. Number 14 done it. Number 14 won it. What would you like, sweetheart? A dinosaur? What color?
How do you feel? You just won.
Good.
What'd you get?
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur. Why do you like dinosaurs?
You know, I'm kind of into dinosaurs.
I actually love dinosaurs too. Do you have like a pet reptile at home or something?
Not really. I just have, a cat and 2 hermit crabs, some fish.
That's still fun.
Yeah.
You're gonna play again? Go for another shot?
I'll try something else,
Try something else. Cool.
تا قیامت حالا و ویلا به روزا باز به دریا چشم دوزا دل غافل که نیومد تا آمده به پشم سوزا جونی جونا بیا دل به جونا شب من تاکسی تو آواز میخونا جونی جونا یا جونا بیا دل به جونا شب من تاب لب دریا سی تا آواز میخونا دختر دریا توی پسر کارون مایا رتب شیرین توی انار دلخون مایا ابر سرگردون توی موج گریزون مایا ابر سرگردون توی موج گریزون مایا جونی جونا بیا دل به جون شب من تاسی تو آواز میخونم جونی جونا بیا جونا بیا دل به جون شب من تاب لب دریا سی تو آواز میخونم In the chilly hours and minutes of uncertainty, I wanna be in the warm hold of your love and mine. To feel you all around me and to take your hand along the sand. Oh, but I may as well try and catch the wind. When sundown pales the sky, I wanna bide a while behind your smile. And everywhere I look, your eyes I'd find. For me to love you now would be the sweetest thing, would make me sing. Oh, but I may as well try and catch the wind. When rain has hung the leaves with tears, I want you near to kill my fear, to help me to leave all my blues behind. Standing in your heart is where I want to be and long to be. Oh, but I may as well try and catch the wind. Oh, but I may as well try and catch the wind.
Thank you.
Open doors with just a smile. A rich old man, so she don't have to worry. She'll dress up all in lace and go in style. Late at night, a big old house gets lonely. I guess every form of refuge has its price. And it breaks her heart to think her love is on it.
And of course, the festival wouldn't have been made possible without the support of dozens of local officials.
We don't have control over the weather, but we're all going to have a great time nevertheless. We appreciate seeing so many of you that come year after year supporting this, and especially the antique car owners. And let's give a round of applause for those people that keep coming out and supporting our show. It wouldn't be possible without all the hard work of our Business Improvement District, Ron Edelson, our Executive Director, Maria Cosio, who works with Ron. There she is. Hi, Maria. And our Street Fair Chairman, Jay Korn. Let's give a round of applause for them, the hard work that they put in many weeks to get all of these ingredients and factors and events to come together. And they're going to tell you in a minute some of the changes we've made this year to add more fun, more family excitement, and things for you to do.
It's just a great event to have fun, to say hello to neighbors, to say thank you to the community for supporting our downtown. And that's what it's been for 34 years.
I'm a resident of Great Neck, and I've lived here for 37 years. So I think I've been coming to this street fair every year since it started. When my kids were little, I came with them. And as the years went on, my husband and I always come to it. We're very involved in our community, and we love to come out and support all the local stores, and it's a pleasure to see all the autos that are here on display.
Now, it's really cold out. Something must have attracted you here. What's the one thing that you really like about this fair today?
The people, definitely the people who come out. I love seeing all my local community members. I love speaking to our mayor of the Plaza, Jean Selinger. I like seeing people I know in the community here. I like greeting people, and I love walking around and seeing if there's anything new going on in the village and speaking to people and finding out what they're thinking about, getting the pulse of the community.
You know, that's exactly the way the Grateful Dead sang it. Fingertips cut off. This will make you feel warmer, hopefully.
Well, now come on out and dance. Come on out and make romance. Come on out and dance.
Forevermore.
We also had a bat mitzvah. Daytime.
Already know. So just to let you
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to the basket.
For those who braved the cold here on this October weekend, it did not seem to affect them. Everybody was having a great time here at the Great Neck Plaza Street Festival. And as you can see by the verdict of the people, the Lamborghini seems to be the coolest car here today from the AutoFest, and the coolest ride, according to the kids, the fun slide. So that's it from me. I'm Maylan Studart for PATV. See you next time.